I kind of like this. You'll have to set up the window again.
Oh yeah.
Where would that be? Settings.
For which one? You just double click on window capture.
Where?
Right in the middle, on the bottom. Yeah, it should still be on K-Walks. Yep.
Okay, good.
Yep.
But yeah, unlike a great many other games, the villain actually has the next generation going on. And the character there is one by the name of Rock Howard, who I actually find a very interesting kind of character, which hopefully I'll be able to get into.
Yeah, I don't think you'll need any of those for Garou. If anything, just the 2 punches and the 2 kicks because of how the supers work in that one.
There we go. Okay. Ooh, Markcraft says it's hot here. Where are you, if you don't mind me asking? Yes, this is Rock Howard. He is Geese Howard's son. And I'm hoping that I can get through his story mode, because I actually really like what they do with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people says it's 40 out, but that's definitely cold around here. It just hit 29 degrees when I went in for the night. Yeah, Garou is probably one of my favorite fighting games. It's very simple. Almost every move is a quarter circle, forward, or quarter or half circle. Markcraft in South Carolina, I see. And the TOP system that you're seeing with is the block of a third of health right there in the edge of the screen indicates that is a mode at which you do extra damage.
How do I do his TOP move?
It's
that.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Where is that?
That's it.
Cool.
And he has the Raging Storm, obviously, and then
Arg.
Yeah, and counters too. It's a 29. Summer in Missouri. Now, it is winter. Yeah, I shouldn't get the mouse cursor, I don't think. It's just doing window and not monitor capture.
Well, that was more for my benefit.
Right.
There we go.
Yeah, I love that move. And what's his other super? Nice of him to just jump into that.
Yep.
Yeah, he inherited Geese's own super move. And it's a lot cooler than his ever was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rock Howard is kind of one of the beginner characters for this one. He's really well rounded. He's got counters, fireballs, you know. Yeah, he's kind of the main character in this game. Although Terry, you know, is a pretty important too.
And to let you all know just how good SNK is with their marketing, yeah, they have Rock Howard as their main character, and he does really well. Like, he's a fan favorite. And they proceed not to use him for any of their other games ever.
Right. I think he was in he was in Capcom vs SNK, the game we were trying to use,
right.
Trying to play with the PS2 emulator, and he's very angsty.
He has a little bit of angst, but you know, for that age,
it was the '90s. I think it was late '90s. This came out.
Yeah,
might have been the early aughts. Maybe the way. And where was I at? I was trying to thought.
He was one of the main characters.
Yeah.
Used him for SvC. I think that's about it.
Yeah, he was in some of the Versus games. I think that's about it. He was in. Then he was in the 2K6. You know, the 3D game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which that was one of those big, like, had everybody in there that they could budget in. Hotaru, proof you have to have a. Yeah, that was back in the time they started having to have a little girl character in every fighting game.
Right. Arg.
Yeah, and she kind of shows off the design style in Garou, which is make every character pretty well rounded.
Right.
Because she has the same Fireball, Dragon Punch, counter, stuff like that Rock does. He's better at different things, and they use different commands and everything. But yeah, the counter hit mechanic is pretty cool. If you counter hit somebody and launch them, you can.
I'm trying to figure out, because I know what his special is. I just can't do it. It's that charge one. Remember? Ouch.
No, I don't remember.
Where's Ron and Clint? Why the hangdog?
Yeah, and it was a long time before SNK bothered, doing proper localization with their games. You give yourself max power?
Well, you have to choose something.
You can choose a D for no advantage.
Oh, that's what it meant.
Yeah.
I thought... well, this will also give me a chance to try to figure out how to...
I think it's double quarter circle back.
That's what I was trying to do.
With kick, yeah.
Although, let me echo what... I believe it was Zane who said it. The 360 controller is one of the worst possible ones that could be used for fighting games.
Right.
So I am not amused that I had to use it.
We can...
yeah, if we had more time, I would have switched to the PS3.
That's not, we can. It won't take that long.
Oh yeah, she also has that...
the reflector
yeah.
move, yep.
Boy.
Yeah.
I've always had problems with Hotaru.
Might try using the... It's very tricky.
That isn't what I wanted. At least she very obligingly ran right into it.
Right. Hey, I might just try using the counter more often.
It doesn't work very well.
Right.
Because lest you forget, she also has a projectile.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, it'd be nice, Markcraft. He reminded Ben he's getting wrecked, which I'm certain he is pretty cognizant
I'm fully
of.
cognizant of this fact, yeah.
Yes, that's another fighting game mechanic that's pretty important, but I've never gotten a hang on. That's the short hop, function.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, what was his other super? Do you remember?
It's the shining fist. That.
Yeah. The double quarter circle forward kick, I'm
Yes.
guessing. Yep.
Which I swear I've done before.
Oh, he has the
Wasn't
right...
there a quarter circle back punch to follow that up?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, this is more like I play, now that I'm not trying to figure out my super.
Fatal Souls 3, Scholars of Final Victory.
But see, he actually is, as nice a person as you can be for being the son of Geese Howard, one of the most evil men around. Yeah, P-Bug, if that was supposed to be an emoticon, that was not one that we got.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we just saw him actually type out the word salt. I think they ran out of space there. I think it's supposed to be
Mighty
Mighty One.
And yes, that is Kushnud Butt fighting a bear.
That's one of the weirdest name changes. The fact he was originally Marco Rodriguez, and actually does look more Hispanic than anything else. Well, it's about as black as Japanese games ever let their characters look. So, and once again,
he's got a counter stance too.
Once again, Fireball, Dragon Punch, counter. Oh yeah. Vex tried linking to it. We're just getting a broken link image on our end. I see the superior counter here.
Oops.
I said to go with that super.
Yep. The other one would have actually hit. Nice try.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just another broken lane.
Oh.
Ah, well.
So weird that you guys are seeing it and we're not.
They're taking over our chat.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything that blocks images or anything.
Man, he's really reading me.
So those of you that play fighting games, how do you feel about the change from forward plus a heavy to throw to a dedicated throw command? I'm really torn on that one.
Arg!
Yeah, I don't think we have an ad blocker on the PC, Vex.
It's possible.
Yeah, I do on my laptop because that's where I do most of my browsing, but for PC I don't think I have one. Might be some security thing. People prefers the dedicated throw commands. Yeah.
Oh! Ow! Ow! There is something incredibly embarrassing about losing to somebody called Kushnud Butt. Okay, normal game. But yeah, Hotaru and Kushnud are the two that I've always had problems with.
Well, so we get to Grant.
Well, he doesn't count. He's got
He's a boss, right? Yeah, and this popped up a couple times, but if you haven't played Garou, the defense mechanic, because it came out after Street Fighter 3, there's pretty clear analogs between them. You know, the simplistic, move commands.
I swear he's reading.
And
I shouldn't have done that.
Right. And everything. So yeah, so their answer to the parry system was to have the just defense system, which is you have to hit you have to hit back right before the attack hits you instead of forward. So it's a lot safer. You can you can if you screw up the timing, you usually still get a block off of it, as opposed to a parry where you take something on the chin.
How can I counter him and he still blocks me?
Yeah, it's not instant, unfortunately.
Instant. I just want it to be effective.
Yeah.
Wow.
Guilty Gear Xrd uses 4+ heavy to throw, and it is hot garbage. You want me to hop in for a second?
I'll try one more time.
Okay. I'm pretty decent with rock too.
Well, my thing is, this is only like what, the third person in.
Right.
I mean,
well, you are on arcade mode.
Well, yeah, but even still.
I haven't played the game in like 8 years. You can also try switching the controller too. It won't take very long. The AI with Kushner here is doing what I usually do, and that's to start the round with TOP mode on, so you get the chance to.
That's what I should have done. Yeah.
Yeah, I find that's I find that's the most effective way of. There's also a sign this game came out after Street Fighter 3 is the emphasis on cross-ups.
And the fact that you can, combo you can block things that are supposed to be combos.
Right. So, P-Bug, how do you feel about Guilty Gear Xrd? We got up to, I know we played Guilty Gear X2, and then there was one at the arcade. The first one that had Holy Order Soul. We played that one a little bit, at an arcade. And that's been it. I haven't even seen any footage of Guilty Gear 3 yet. One of the frustrating things of being a fan of reusing supers is that how easily beaten they are.
Yeah, I'll try one more, and then I'll hand it over to Wayne.
Okay. Are you sure you don't want me to change the controller out?
Well, I think if you have problems with it too, we can.
Okay.
Let's put the TOP up front.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I probably should have put it in the middle because of how often he rocks my socks. Wow.
Yeah, I think that was just you getting the wrong move,
No, it's not. It's that, sometimes I was I was deliberately doing a stupid move that I've never done before, just to see if that would make a difference, and it's not.
Right. Yeah, Raging Storm is pretty cool in one way that it avoids high moves because he actually crouches down to do it. And one of the fondest memories I have from playing Garou competitively was a guy playing as Freeman, I think is his name.
Yeah.
The goth guy that bounces around and stuff. And so the guy queues up. He's trying to pressure me, in the corner. Then I see him queue up the one where he kind of slides backward and hops forward. The thing is, in order to try and mix it up, he did the delayed one. So I saw him start to do it, immediately hit the button for the hard raging storm, and because the move hits high, actually hit him with the entire thing as he flies in. He did like 70% of his health.
There we go.
See, that's the advantage of putting TOP up front.
Right.
But they can triple S that one.
All right, P-Bug, have fun and Happy New Year.
And I will read your review of Xrd soon, in just a second. But yeah, Happy New Year, man. And here's your annoying character.
Because you have to have one in every game.
You have to have one. Hokutomaru is...
Andy Bogart's student.
Yeah. They could never, decide... They could never actually pull the trigger on he and Mai, officially being together, so they couldn't have a kid from those two. So yeah, they decided to go with an apprentice instead.
Well, you can cancel your taunts right away.
Here we go. And a kick to the head.
Which he deserves so very, very much.
Yeah, another fun thing you can do with Rock against Hokutomaru is when you see him do his teleport dive move is pretty overpowered. But one thing, when Rock has a couple counters to it, you can counter it high, and if you see him do it in time, you can actually Raging Storm and punish him. And of course, a lot of his moves that move him forward, or you can easily get around it. But the problem is that it comes out quickly, and Hokutomaru can use it to punish fireballs from across the screen.
There we go. There we are.
Very nice.
Now I'm starting to play like I usually do.
Or usually did from like 8 years ago.
Sounds familiar.
Should be getting,
here we are.
Speaking of Freeman, yeah.
I admit, I do really like Freeman, even if he isn't actually that good.
Yeah, he has a charged up version of that move he just did. That's what I countered the guy with the Raging Storm with.
Boy, I say he's not that good, and he really perfect. Of course, the computer plays him better than pretty much any human person can.
Right. Yeah, the biggest issue with Freeman is that his moves can cover a lot of distance and they're fairly quick. It doesn't have to be, he has vulnerabilities. Basically, he's solid on offense, but he's very poor on defense.
Oh, he stuffed me pretty good there. There we are.
Nice. The fact these are so short and intense matches, you're usually getting pretty good ranks from them. I think you actually have to have a certain number of essays in order to see a Kane. At least I remember there's something like that. Yeah, I think what it was. You had to have 5 matches of A or higher, I want to say, something like that. Yeah, and that's the other thing too is that it's not your Freeman's
I should have done the other one.
The Freeman's moves aren't as safe as they probably should be to be a good pressure character.
Oh.
Well, part of why there's not as much chat in Warcraft is that with all the delays we had, and there's just not as many people sticking around for it.
Right.
Plus, fighting games aren't as popular either unless they're pretty good, and we are not pretty good.
Or alternatively, you have games where people can join in.
Right.
Round 1. Fight!
That are actually a bit more commonplace, I guess I should amend.
Right.
For example, if we were playing Smash Brothers, I think it'd be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it would be fun to do Smash 4, but we just don't have a Wii U, so there's that.
If I could pick him out.
Right. Does he have the Rising Taco, or is that Terry?
He does.
Yeah. I know you're having some issue with their dump-ins and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lorax, Wayne never made a post on SA because...
he was out for half an hour.
Yeah, with it being New Year's Eve, the deliveries were in pretty high demand tonight. So yeah, I did not even get back until when I walked in about an hour ago. Yeah, Yeah, that's a counter super, I think. One of the few in this game.
Yeah.
The problem with charging the Rising Taco is that it has to... you're blocking low while you're doing it.
Ow.
Vex says I deliver weed, right? Well, no, we're in Missouri. I deliver meth. No, I am a delivery driver for a local food company. So a lot of people were just, they order stuff, instead of going out themselves.
And they pay a ridiculous amount of money for it too, if I may be so bold.
Yeah. Normally I wouldn't have stayed out that late, even so. But I got a.
Phew.
It's that we can see digitally, on our app how much of a tip we're getting if they have it on their card, and they were giving like a $13 tip. So it's like, okay, well, I can't pass that up.
There we go. Chip damage. Oh yes. And Markcraft says Smash if he was on, I would lose because he only uses one character and always wins. I think that would actually be a challenge I'd be willing to take up on.
Yeah, if we could, yeah. You'll know your lineage. Yeah, every character has a, like a one-on-one. Okay.
And the thing that I found kind of interesting about this is the reason why there's stuff between them is that after Geese was killed, Terry actually took care of Rock when he was growing up. To the point where in some games, Terry actually has a special ending sequence where a young Rock Howard runs in to do his pose with them.
Right.
So they actually had a pretty decent amount of drama and in-character stuff, for a fighting game.
Right. Now, you got to remember, this is back before that became like fighting games had the fun, the most out there stories in video games.
Right.
This side of Metal Gear anyway.
Although that's actually part of the reason why I'm such a fan of it, because it actually isn't that far out there.
Right.
I mean, this is a story you could actually, read somewhere and accept.
Right. Yeah, as opposed to whatever the heck is going on in the Blaze Blue universe.
No one knows. And if they say they know, they lie because they're gonna change it in the next storyline anyway.
Right. Yeah, I want to blame Namco for that one because the 1-2 punch of whatever the heck was going on with the demons and other worlds in Tekken, and then Soul Calibur.
Right.
Like Soul Calibur is just a classic example of the writer being like, so far
allowed
out there
to
on
run
weird,
riot, basically.
Yeah, Terry's a pretty tough customer, and him being last means he's going to have the toughest AI
Right.
besides the bosses.
So I'm just going to try to steam past this, because Terry is honestly not the most interesting part of this.
Right.
Despite the storyline that we have just emphasized. Which honestly is something that, SNK in general kind of vacillates on.
Right.
It's like, on one hand, they can come up with some really good, subtle stories.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other hand, they have really weird stuff with, like, the world's wackiest, super villains with evil clones.
Right. Yeah, does anybody mind if we spoil some of King of Fighters 13? I'm going to assume no, but we
it's
should
worth,
ask.
yeah, it's worth asking.
Gotta wait for the whole 30 seconds for the speak now or forever hold
Right.
your peace. What if you lose rank for... Oh, no. Okay, still got an S. Yeah. That's where you lose some rank for spamming a move, but I guess they don't factor that in. Yeah, don't forget, if you get that counter hit, you can probably follow it up with the first circle back move to hit them while they're coming down. You just walk right into that one.
Yes, Vex cares deeply.
So you care you want to hear it, or you care about not being spoiled? Markcraft wasn't listening. I asked...
Thanks, Markcraft.
What?
Thanks, Markcraft.
No, I asked if anybody minded if I spoiled King of Fighters 13. He doesn't actually care. Okay, basically, the long and short of it is it didn't actually happen. Basically,
No, seriously, we need to emphasize that. The end of the story in King of Fighters 13 is that 13, 12, and 11, I believe,
Yeah.
all did not happen.
yeah, and 2K3 because that's the start of.
Oh yeah, and 2K3 while we're at it.
Right. You're yourself, wimp.
And the way that happens is the main character, Ash Crimson, has a ancestor, I think,
Right.
who started a weird time loop thingy
Yeah.
to try to reset the universe or something like that. And Ash kills him somehow, and then makes him not exist, creates a paradox which also wipes out Ash, which obviously wipes out everything that he was doing, including all those tournaments.
Yep. Yeah, and there's a lot of speculation that basically it was all just, the writers and like the people at SNK throwing a fit of pique over how unpopular that Ash was in some circles.
And those of you who haven't seen him, pause the stream. We'll be here by the time you get back. Fine.
We'll be fighting Grant by the time you get back.
Yeah. Grant is honestly one of the more difficult bosses around, I think. He's not even the last boss. So. Anyway. But yeah, find a picture of Ash Crimson. Just King of Fighters Ash Crimson. You could probably just search for Ash Crimson on himself. And you will instantly find out why he wasn't popular among the fighting game swords. I'm just saying. Sway insists that Mai is the most awesome.
Yeah. Now your wild side. Rock just wants a party.
Okay, difficulty down so that he's like a normal character.
Yeah, in the like a lot of games, he and Kane, well, the boss are actually they're balanced fairly well. Although I still dislike Grant because one of my friends from actually one of the guys who got me into SNK games when I was a Street Fighter guy played Grant pretty much exclusively in
and really overused.
Yeah.
It was bad.
So yeah, but yeah, those of you that weren't here on the last time we like Marcraft and George and everything, do you guys play any fighting games on PC or PS3? Things you might be able to do together?
Well, Marcraft we know because he plays Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers. Well, yeah, but I knew we got some Smash fans in here, right. Like Zane too, but we can't play Smash Brothers.
No, Marcraft lost his kill streak.
The follow-up to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to like be very specific on the timing. But I believe it's a half circle back to throw, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, then I think it's like a quarter circle the other way to follow it up. Something like that anyway.
There you go.
Never mind. So I thought we'd be at Grant for a while, but
Difficulty level down. Yes.
it's a fair fight. It's not so bad.
Overwhelming dread. The power of evil?
Power of Geese.
Arg, I'm done. Granted, most storylines tend to be marred by... Okay, Wayne has been... Oh, I don't even get to fight Kane. That's a shame.
Yeah, you have to...
I was getting a lot of S ranks.
Yeah, it might be like, S's and no continues or something like that.
That could be. That are like no special service or things like that. Well, that's really unfortunate because I wanted you all to see Kane because he's probably one of my favorite characters in all of the series.
Well, let me look up real quick what you have to do to get to him.
All right.
I think you can also play the console version, and that should take care of it.
Well, that'll let me play as him, but
Let's try it. Go how to fight Kane.
there we are. Fighting level. 1 triple S, 2 double S, 3 S's.
Yeah, as you should have had no problem with that.
Huh. Mark Crafts playing Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and got sniped. You could have just been... Oh, you mean just playing Call of Duty, right?
You have to average a AAA and not continue.
Okay. So that would be the trick.
Some people are saying you can't have a rating under AAA, but that's not right.
Right. So I don't think I had a rating under AAA. No, it's different. So you say. So you say.
Lots of speculation around here. This guy's saying it's a combination of you get ratings each round, whether or not you continue, and the number of special finishes. But you got tons of those. So
A few of them, yeah.
yeah.
Zane, it is I, Dash Boot.
Fighting average. Well, we know that's not right because you had an average of AAA.
Right. At least.
Yeah, that was your lowest rating, in fact.
Right.
Let's see. Ending. Some people were saying that if you play the bootleg version.
I agree, Zane. Mark of the Wolf is a good fighting game.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, this is an open invitation. If anyone wants to get a hold of K-Walks and play it with us. Because right now I'm trying to look up how you get to the.
Terry Bogart versus Kim Dong Han.
Yeah, I'm guessing the big thing is no continues.
Yeah. If you want to do it with Terry, then.
He's one of my better ones.
Okay. I meant that I thought the Rocket special sequence with him.
With who?
King.
Well, yeah, but I can quit out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, so yeah. So if you get to King, then you can then.
Right.
Yeah.
No, this is not the Neo Geo set from Humble Bundle.
If I knew that existed, we may have been able to get this legitimately, but no, I downloaded this stuff. In fact, I had no idea there was anything like that.
We probably should have, though.
Yeah. The final boss in below.
Well, let your heart be at ease then, Zane. There is no king in this one. Really?
Oh, do you not like King? Or just not like
she was a pain.
You just not like fighting her?
Yeah, and if you do see it come back, be sure to let Wayne and I know, because that's one we would definitely get.
Yeah, Garou is one of my favorite fighting games of all time. I wish that of all the games that SNK has re-released and done versions of it, I'm hoping they will eventually do a new Garou.
Right.
My favorite one to play as in this game is always Kim Dong Han.
That's right, he doesn't have the rising taco anymore.
The move is so good. His power, like P-Power Buster Wolf, is like one of the. I just don't like fighting her. Yeah.
Yeah, I can totally understand that.
Yeah, I really like her as a character, and the art of fighting endings have been some of the few consistently high points in the more modern King of Fighters games. Zane still doesn't know how to properly play this game. If you mean properly as in high tiers of play, we don't either.
Yeah.
But I love that. Snap to get his tea, woman. But yeah, the basic things is that every character, they kind of simplify how the characters work in this one. They tend to give a lot of people fireballs, direct, anti-air moves, and they tend to simplify things down with quarter circle moves, double rotations for supers and stuff like that. That's one thing that makes it my favorite, is the fact it's so easy to get into.
Right.
Okay.
Just like your father.
So shocking they showed her as a woman. I originally knew her as Lion Masked Assassin character.
Warcraft is a beast at this. By this, you mean Call of Duty, right?
You're not thinking of King from Tekken or whatever it was, right, Zane? Because King was first introduced in Art of Fighting. That's what we saw anyway.
Right.
And we actually, Art of Fighting was one of the first arcade games that we played. But I don't know one of the first, but it was one of the ones that we played a lot. Because when we moved to Missouri, the laundromat that we went to actually had an Art of Fighting 1 arcade cabinet, and it's kind of funny. We never got very far in it, then, but we got the Super Nintendo version because obviously we liked it so much, and because
Oh, triple E.
we liked the game so much that we ended up playing it there, and then we found out things like Jack gave us tons of trouble, and it turns out all you have to do is block him and then throw him, and you'll win. You won't get a good score for it, but you will win every time. And that's kind of what I think that's what really kind of first got us into the strategy behind fighting games, instead of just mashing buttons and throwing fireballs all the time. Are you okay? Garou's one of my favorites in this one too.
Arg. Yeah, if he manages to grab you, he snaps your neck.
The chiropractor.
Yeah, in other games it does so little damage that Wayne and I both joke about how it's basically, you go to the chiropractor.
Yeah, Garou was playable in 2K3, and yeah, the move was garbage there. Yeah, I imagine they kind of did it to try to encourage you to use his like hidden ultra or whatever,
But good luck with that.
yeah.
Oh, man, that's it. Okay. So yeah, I'm not going to try to do this without continuing. That's completely absurd.
Okay.
So do you want to try to play something, or what?
Oh, we can do some two-player on this, or you can go back to one of the Fatal Fury games or something.
Well, the only Fatal Fury one we have is 3.
Mm.
And
I moved Real Bout in there. I don't know if
which one?
well, let's check.